Hi guys, good evening. So today I wanted to talk to you all about the 2018 Proposition A bond. What's wrong? Oh, sun in your eyes? Oh, that we passed regarding helping our city be better to handle flooding and things. So I did not know what a bond per se was until today regarding this kind of stuff, because this is how the city gets the money. So I'm just going to break this down real layman's terms. I am not a stockbroker. I do not invest in the stock market as of right now. I prefer to invest in real estate anyway. So I didn't know what any of this was until I called my father-in-law, Joe Kirk. Of course he knew, thank you, and told me all the things I need to know. Okay, bottom line is this project is $2.5 billion project. That's how much they're projecting this. Why can't I think of the word when you improvements? These improvements. Hello. To cost. So first of all, what happens is the city of Houston, Harris County, whatever, hires a stockbroker in New York to sell our bonds. And anybody who buys and sells these things can buy and sell them. You don't have to just live here. Anybody can. Anybody. So, good thing is that you get interest is paid back to you quarterly as the investor if you buy the bond, and that the interest you earn is not taxable. It's not taxable income on municipality bonds. The people that know things call them munis. I learned that today. They're pretty stable. They don't really fluctuate a lot. They don't go up or down. And my father-in-law said it even seems like a lot of times if the market goes up, the bonds kind of go down in value. But not too far down. You're not going to necessarily lose money. And like I said, all that income all the interest that you earn from having these bonds is tax-free. They don't take any tax out of it. So it is the most conservative investment, and you normally sell it before. So these are long-term bonds, right? Because from what I got from the flood control district website is that this is at least a 15-year plan. So Joe said you normally sell them before they mature, but that's where they're going to get the funding for this, is people buying these bonds. So if you want to get into it, you want to look into it, go ahead. A lot of opinions say the taxes are not going to increase. However, the taxes go up when they have to pay the bonds back, right? Where are they going to get the money from? So they're going to be able to fund the project, but when people go to sell the bonds or cash them in, if you will, that has to be paid. So your property taxes are probably going to go up slightly at some point within the next 15 years. Now, they go up, incrementally every year anyway. You may not even notice it. You may. I don't know. Okay. So, and if the bonds, if they miss one interest payment, then they have to pay all of it back at once. I think that's what Mr. Kirk said. I think something really bad happens if they miss one quarterly interest payment. So they probably won't. So, like I said, I went on the Harris County Flood District website and got all of their. I got their frequently asked questions sheet, and I'm going to read off some of them. So, because to me it was very hard to find actual information. The first page of Google results is just articles that were written by reporters. So to me, that's unfortunately these days reporting is not objective. So I wanted to get some actual facts. So anyway, okay. The first question is how soon will the bond money be available? Bonds will be offered for sale to the public market by the Commissioner's Court. The bonds will not be sold all at once, but in every 3 years, as needed for the projects and multiple phases of each project. So you have to just watch the market, call your stockbroker. I think they have a thing where you can put like an alert to know when some are being for sale or whatever. Okay, how will the Flood Control District prioritize which projects to start when? Okay, the bond program list represents projects that meet the goal of the most affected areas with recovery after previous flood events, including Harvey. Projects will be prioritized based upon a number of factors, including readiness for preliminary engineering, design or construction, availability and or time-sensitive nature of the partnership. So I guess if they've hired a company to dig a retention pond and they have a time limit in their contract and they have to do that, that might be a priority. Benefits relative to the community's population. So a higher dense populated area is probably going to get done first. So I looked at the interactive map on here where you can put in your address, and the entire map of Harris County is filled with icons for fixing drainage here, watershed here, retention pond, projected retention pond here. I mean, I tried to print it out, but because it's interactive, it wouldn't print it out. But anyway, it's very cool. It's very interesting. So I'm hopeful that, maybe we're going to be able to fix some of these issues. So someone asked, can bond money be used for purposes other than the flood risk? And it says, no. Under Texas law, the bond funds in this election can only be used for what the people voted on. And they voted on flood risk prevention. So, may bond proceeds be used only for the specific projects as listed? No. So let's say they come up with another project, right, that wasn't on the initial list. The initial list is 273 projects. If they have to add one, but it has to do with the flood stuff, they can use it. How can I find out more information? Okay, that's a stupid question. Okay, so bottom line is, it passed. It looked like it's going to be a good thing. The idea of it not raising our taxes at all is incorrect and kind of silly, because where do we think the money's going to come from, guys? We can't want the city to fix our problems and then not want to pay for it. That doesn't make any sense. So the idea that, and I know they were touting that, they were, some of the politicians were saying it's not going to increase your taxes, and I think I even saw Judge Emmett say that. That's not true. I mean, that's ridiculous. It's like people wanting free college. Who's going to pay the professors? So in this area, who's going to pay the contractors? Who's going to pay people that invest in the bonds? The point of it, that what makes it attractive, is that they're going to get money back. It's an investment if you buy these bonds. So they have to be paid. Come on now. So anyway, I think it's going to be a good thing, hopefully. I know that my father got a phone call from someone he used to work with at the county like 15 years ago, asking him if he wanted to come back into that line of work because they were needing contractors everywhere. So they're getting started. It's going to be good. Anyway, so this is the information regarding the 2018 bond program for the flood prevention and risk prevention. And if you want to look it up on the Harris County Flood Control District website, they have a lot of interesting things. That map tool is really cool. So I have one more thing to go over, and then I will be done for the evening. So remember a million years ago where I was going to do a drawing for that ring plate that I got in my FabFitFun box for subscribers for my YouTube channel? So here's the cool thing about YouTube, and they just upgraded. So you cannot find your individual subscribers. They don't give you a list of who's subscribed. So I need you to comment on this video, or message me or whatever to let me know if you're one of my subscribers. And don't lie, because I know how many subscribers I have. And I'll call YouTube if I have to. I'll figure it out. I'm just assuming y'all are going to be honest. Anyway, so then I can do that drawing and keep my word. I don't like to be a woman that doesn't keep her word, but I've been trying to figure this out forever, and I've looked at it again today, and there's literally no way to find out. So do that. Oh, and I also shared just on YouTube some personal things about our foster care journey with the baby that we have. So if you're interested in that and you want to know more, if you're nosy or you're thinking about being a foster parent or you just care, whatever, watch it. I'll be doing some more of those, I guess. So that's all I have today. Send Jess a seller, send Jess a buyer. Hit me up for the next area that y'all want to know about. And have a good night, guys. Bye.